Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Trey. Welcome back to the channel, and today is the day. Safety inspection time has finally rolled around once again. I'm taking my truck over to a safety inspection station, which here in Hawaii is pretty much any gas station or auto repair shop. They typically don't give me too much of a hard time, but I always fail for something. My Mercedes-Benz failed. So let's find a way to somehow make it through this day without failing. The only thing that I have a feeling that the state might fail me on is honestly my license plate. I had to hood rig it up to the grill. If you watch any of my previous videos, you already know that I'm going to upgrade to a pre-runner front bumper. So, you know, this entire setup is going to pretty much be different here within the next month. And so let's head over to the station and see what these guys have to say. Hopefully it's good news, and hopefully I don't have to make too many modifications. Oh, and one other thing, my windshield wiper fluid is low, so they might try to ding me on that. So I'm gonna head over here to AutoZone and get some windshield wiper fluid, so that way we can get this thing done and out of the way. Safety sucks ass so much. Let's get into it.
Oh. Oh, fuckers.
All right, guys, so I'm here at the recon place. They pretty much just ripped the truck apart, went through it, checked out everything. You know, they make you do your signals, you know, they make you turn the car on and off, they make you rev the engine a little bit, step on the brakes, etc. Everything obviously was good. They have to take pictures of the vehicle as well. So I think everything should be good. Hopefully I pass. You know, these guys, you know, they work hard. They have to go through hundreds of cars a day, probably thousands a month. So hopefully if they did see anything, you know, they'll let me know what it is, and, you know, we'll get it corrected. But hopefully I passed, and I'm looking forward to the results. Hey, what's going on, guys? So I'm not home right now, but I wanted to let you guys know that the truck did pass the Hawaii safety inspection. Luckily, I had my fears and I had my doubts for a few reasons. One, the tires do actually stick out quite a bit compared to stock. And then also, I have my license plate hood rigged here, so I was pretty worried about that. And then, you know, there's a few other things, like the truck just, it's a menacing truck in my opinion, like, and it grabs a lot of attention. But she's good to go for another year. My next modification to the truck is going to be the pre-runner bumper, which should be here, well, it's supposed to be here by the end of February. Shout out to Desert Runner Off-Road. I know they're working hard. They're a two-man team, well, one man, one woman team, and they have been absolutely killing it in the world of truck modifications, especially for Nissan Frontiers and Toyota Tacomas, and they just do phenomenal work, and the customer service is off the charts. So if it took a year for that thing to get here, I'd be totally fine. Everything's going good. I still love the wheel and tire setup, if you got a chance to see my last video. And I don't have really any complaints about this truck. It's a very fun truck. You know, the guys at the safety inspection shop, you know, or the auto repair shop, they had nothing but great things to say about the truck. Before I go, let me just answer some questions that I've had regarding modifications. Probably the number one question that I get is wheel and tire setup. So wheel and tire setup wise, I am currently running 315 by 75 by 16 BFG KO2s, and they are on some 16 by 8 fuel vectors plus 15 millimeter offset. These guys are great, no complaints at all whatsoever. They are quiet as ever. If you have a baby or a child, which I don't, but if you do and you're worried about having loud tires, these guys are the quietest things that you'll ever hear, and they run really great. They're great off-road. The only gripe that I would say about the BFGs that does get kind of annoying, and this is just me personally, I'm sorry, first world problems, I know, but they get these like rocks, you know, stuck in the grooves a lot. I'm taking the truck off-road. It happens. Trade, just suck it up, deal with it. Tires are flawless. I have nothing but great things to say about them. Mirrors, these guys can simply be found on eBay. Now, the seller that they were purchased from originally no longer sells them, but if you just type in Titan mirrors on eBay, there are a lot of reputable companies out there that provide the same quality of mirrors as these, but they're simply just Nissan Titan tow mirrors. Type that into eBay or Amazon, and I promise you, you'll be blown away by the quality. These guys have performed great. Okay, so roof rack wise, I'm running a roof rack by Thule. Basket wise, I'm running the Yakima MegaWarrior basket. This is actually the rest of the basket back here in my trunk. My lights are the 42-inch Heiza curved light bar. Now, unfortunately, if you guys can see here, I'm gonna have to perform a bit of a repair here. The lights decided to come up from my truck, so I'm just gonna have to basically get those guys back down on there. I'm currently running a 6-inch spindle level lift. And last but certainly not least, the truck has a budget Titan swap that has been performed on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any more questions about the truck or about the build, or if you have any great ideas out there, or if you just want to shoot the shit, feel free to leave your questions, comments, concerns in the comment section. I'm pretty great at answering and responding to any questions out there. I love Nissan so much. I love the Frontier so much. I love trucks in general, but the Frontier for me is timeless. And I know there's a lot of guys out there that, you know, are pretty upset and disappointed at Nissan right now because they were hoping and praying that the 2020s or the 2021s, you know, would receive a facelift. But I love this truck. This thing is beautiful. It's still a beast. You know, it's a beautifully brilliant truck. And, you know, I have faith that Nissan is going to continue putting out this awesome truck, you know, that we drive. And, you know, if it were up to me, I'd go out and buy a brand new one right now. That brings me to my next point. The next truck that I actually want to buy is a 5th gen Toyota 4Runner. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably like, oh my God, Trey, like, are you rolling in dough? You know, I'm not, but it's a truck that I love so much. And, you know, I have a lot of respect for them. Back in the day, my mom bought a Toyota Land Cruiser, and that thing was a tank, a beast. It still runs to this day. And, you know, I want to get into a Toyota. I'm obviously going to keep the Nissan, but I just love Toyota so much. And I respect their engineering and their, you know, mechanics. I know, you know, there's some belief out there that, oh, if you have a Toyota, you should, you know, be against Nissan and vice versa. I don't believe in that shit at all. If you like trucks, you respect trucks. That's all that matters. All right, except Fords. Fords can go fuck themselves. I know that was kind of a rant, but thank you guys for tuning in. Let me get back home, and mahalos for watching, and stay tuned. Aloha, brah.